What do you say to someone who drops out of long-standing plans at the last second? So we're off on holiday today, yay. And it's the first real one for over 3 years now. We've had it booked for just under 12 months now and everyone in the group has been really excited. We've had a group chat going since it was all booked and paid for, and even up to last week there was no sign anyone might not make it. The only other person bringing a kid with them apart from us has messaged me about an hour before we set off to say he can't get the time off work himself and can't get his daughter out of school for the week. This is all stuff everyone else sorted months ago. My daughter is currently bouncing around the house excited for her holiday because she gets to share a room with her little mate. And now I've got to explain to her that actually she's going to be the only kid amongst a group of 7 adults. I have a good idea how to explain all this to her and I'm sure she'll get over it before we arrive. But I'm at a loss how to reply to my mate who's let us down. I think I'm going to leave the reply until we get home because I just don't want to waste my time on him or get into a debate over text where I have to justify why I think he's a knob. But what would the good people of Ask UK say in this sort of situation? There's no financial implications. In fact, his paid share makes it cheaper for everyone else. And he knows there's no refunds. But I feel like this is a bit worse than your typical not turning up to the pub let down, but slightly less than sorry. I shit in your dishwasher. It's shitty, but as long as you are not out of pocket over it then there's not a lot really you can say. Kids have to go to school and depending on his job he might not be in a position to turn down work, especially at the moment. It's poor organization on his end. Enjoy your holiday. He's the one missing out here given he's paid for a holiday that he can't go on. Doing stuff like backing out last minute can be a sign that someone is struggling with their mental health. Perhaps try checking in with them. Given the current situation I would strongly suspect he just can't afford it. What may have looked like being possible to save for 12 months ago maybe just wasn't possible. Personally, I'd reach out to him to see that he is okay and if he needs any help. Sorry to hear that. We'll miss you. Honestly sounds like the person cancelling is drawing the short straw here. Would you rather be telling your kid that they're not sharing a room with their mate, or that they're not going on holiday at all? I'd personally see not replying at all as a little shady, and I think it's always a good idea not to burn bridges. Is it possible that money's gotten tight, and he can't afford the additional costs of going on holiday? He, and the kid, might actually be upset to be missing out. So this guy and his kid are not getting the holiday they've planned and paid for, and you're making it out like you're the one that's hard done by. Perhaps he's just realized he doesn't want to spend his time with people who only think of themselves. If he can't make it, he can't make it. You don't really get to make that decision for him, or get to call him a knob. If there's no clear reason that he is cancelling, maybe consider that there's a bigger reason that he can't share. A good response might be saying you're disappointed that they won't be there and following up privately to ask if he's okay. I understand that you're mad, but he might be dealing with something that's out of your sight. It's a shame you can't make it. You'll be missed. You won't care by the time you come back anyway. And now you know never to make these sorts of plans with them. I'd assume there's something more going on. He got a cancer diagnosis yesterday and doesn't want to spoil the trip by telling you. It seems incredible that he didn't book leave yet paid for this trip nearly 12 months ago. Most likely not be as bad cancer, but I'd say nothing until I got back and see him and have a proper talk. Just say sorry to hear it, then go enjoy your holiday. He could have reasons for not going he would rather not share. Telling him he's a knob makes you the knob. They are probably gutted enough without you kicking them while they are down. Is it normal to just pull your kid out of school for a week because you fancy going on holiday? Try being empathetic. Do you think they desperately don't want to go on holiday to screw you over? Or do you think there could be other things in the motion? Seriously, stop being so self-absorbed and try being a good friend. Be considerate. It sounds like there may be things going on that you don't know about. Why is it such a big deal he isn't going? Was he going to have such a big effect on your holiday? I'm sure your child will be more excited about the fact they're going on holiday rather than be bothered about someone not going to be there. Situations change, and as long as you're not out of pocket I don't see the cause for upset. Could you take his kid for him? Maybe his work has pressured him. If he's paid, and it's not cheap. These sound like made up reasons, and it could be something more serious that he isn't comfortable talking about at the moment. Give him the benefit of the doubt. and make sure they are okay, possibly very upset they can't go.